we are a software company. And as a software company, we will always be releasing new pieces to the business step by step by step. And today is, and tomorrow is no exception to that. So we've got a ton of stuff to show you and to share with you. I'm very happy with where everything's at. I couldn't be more pleased with the work that everybody has done. Like, it's exciting. Like, it's truly, truly exciting what has happened and what has transpired over the last 90 days and what we've been able to accomplish. And I want to share some of that with you guys tonight. As you guys know, tomorrow we do go live. And for the moment here, I want to just share with everybody the idea of what is Shoply if you just said yes to an invitation today. Because if you just said yes to an invitation today, well, you might not be up to speed on everything, right? So what I would recommend to you is I would strongly recommend to you that you go through a full snapshot as quickly as you can. If you haven't had a chance to, review 30 minutes worth of who we are and what we do, let's get you behind the scenes as to what it is we're doing and how, so that you can make a really educated decision as to how deep you want to go with this. Because this is one of those businesses that is industry changing. It's a software that's bringing together store owners on Shopify, both of digital and physical products, to affiliates and social media influencers by way of people that have great networks. We call them team builders, and people that are great at business development. So everyone on the software, they buy a license and they decide how do they want to engage and how do they want to aggressively participate. So I'm going to demo some stuff to you guys tonight. I'm going to show you the timeline to start, because I think it's a greater for everybody of where we're at. Today is September 2nd. This is what I just referenced in terms of the groups of people we're uniting. And here we go. We are here in the pre-invitation process. Starting tomorrow, depending what part of the world you're on, could be today, we start enrollment of only 2 licenses, influencers and influencer pros. We're going to talk about that in just a second. On September 15th, we will begin our vendor onboarding process. And October 15th, our marketplace goes live. So here's what I want to do today. I'm going to start at the end and I'm going to work backwards. I'm going to show you guys what we've been working on behind the scenes. I'm going to give you guys some, I'm going to show you the renderings, because we're still 43 days before the marketplace goes live. But these are not like hypothetical renderings. This is exactly what the marketplace will look like on October 15th. It's edgy, it's modern, it's sexy, it's got a good shopping feel to it. You got your categories, you got some ad space we can run here, companies, products, your explore page. I want to jump down to the bottom where if you click on a store, here's some filtering. I want to filter best selling, newest, high to low. I want to filter through products. I want to click on a store, different products. Here's what happens when you click on a store. You actually go right to their Shopify store, and then you have their categories. So guys, this is going to be a very cool shopping experience on October 15th. But what we have to do is we have to build the network of influencer pros, and then affiliates, and then customer rewards. And for some of you, not all of you, you will be onboarding vendors as well, or merchants as well. So really quick, we'll do a quick check-in with anybody on the panel side. Let's take 2 of you. Let's take one of Craig and Mike and one of Rachel or Stacy. How do you guys feel about the look and feel of our new Marketplace 3.0 that's going live here October 15th?
Looks amazing. I mean, it's clean, like you said before. I'm all about simple. So show me something that I've seen before that looks familiar that I can relate to. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Quite honestly, if I'm like probably many of you that are shopping other marketplaces, aka Amazon, whatnot. So this is a daily thing that I deal with. So looking at something like this makes me excited, knowing that we get a chance to participate in it from a whole another perspective. So very cool.
Yeah, look, I would definitely have to agree with Mike. I think it is clean, it's simple, it's intuitive and user friendly. And I think, as Mike said, when you're looking at other platforms, we need to be competitive with them. And I think we've really hit the ball out of the park here with this, because it looks great. It's easy to use. It's simple, and it just looks amazing. I love it.
And guess what? This is only 3.0. Imagine what this looks like at 5, 6, 7.0. And one of the things I want to remind everybody of is, you may not know this, but Shoply did more revenue in its first year than Shopify did. Shopify is a $170 billion company. Some of you guys have expectations, or other people have expectations, that you've been around for 3 months, you should be bigger than Amazon. It's not realistic. In our first year, Shoply did more revenue than Shopify. We're on track, guys. Let's take a look at September 15th. Excuse me, October 7th. I don't have anything to show you for October 7th because I'm going to move it up to, actually, I know what to show you. When we're live on October 15th, I'm going to show you guys what all of our promoters, the experience that they're going to have on the marketplace when you are logged in, or your affiliates are logged in, or your quote unquote team is logged in as a promoter type license. So give me a second. I want to make sure I do this correctly, because this was the hardest one for me at the last second to pull up. All right, so I'm going to pull this up. And Rachel, give me a thumbs up if we're in the marketplace here. Okay, so now I'm logged in as a promoter. And when I'm logged in as a promoter, what's going to change is you now see QV, CV, and direct bonus. Guys, one of the really epic things here is the direct bonus is going to show a percentage, so that in local currency, you have the ability to see a price in local currency and then convert that over to a direct bonus in percentage. So we're going to be doing everything in local currency to the best of our ability. But I want everyone to take a look at this. I can search by the highest commission. I can search by the vendor's location. So if I only want to search vendors in Australia, I can search by vendors in Australia. Not vendors that ship to Australia from America for $50 in shipping. I can search vendors that are located in Australia, shipping to Australia. Let's take a look here. You're going to have your QV, CV, direct bonus here, as well as your sharing tools will be on here as well. They're not listed on this rendering, but oh, sorry, here they are. Your sharing tools are right here. Here's your copy paste. Here's your Facebook. Here's your X, etc. So let's take a look at what happens in your dashboard as a promoter. Here's some other versions of this: in stock, high price, etc. Take a look at this. This is not your back office. This is your dashboard. Your dashboard is going to link to your back office, but you're going to have different scenarios here of little widgets that are reporting back to you of what's happening inside of your Shoply marketplace, referrals, etc. Check this out. You're going to know total clicks, total conversions, obviously your commissions. You're going to have a storage area of every link that you've ever stored or that you've ever shared, because as you share different products, you're going to want to share different links for different products, obviously. And all that's stored right there. This might be all the different affiliate bundles that you purchased. You'll probably only purchase 1 to 3 affiliate bundles over time. But panel, how badass is the dashboard? This is not even the back office. Just the login and dashboard for all of our promoters. Let's take Stacy and Craig this time.
Yeah, no, the one of the most amazing things is, because we are a global company, the forethought that they've had into this, and the way that they've been so thoughtful about building so that it can be cross-country, globally, currencies, and being able to work in all those, that takes a lot of thought process. And so that attention to detail, because it allows us to scale and then not have those hiccups. You know, we'll have enough hiccups as it is, but being able to take this website and go, okay, here's all the direct bonuses. This makes it easy. You can change it to a different language. You can see exactly what the live currency translation is. It's really, really smart and very, very intuitive. That allows us to scale exactly the way that we've wanted to, and exactly where we have wanted this to be. And I think that's amazing. We're a platform, and so the ability to be flexible and fluid is of the utmost importance, and that's where we're going with this. And so it's exciting to see that for sure.
Craig, before you go, real quick, one of the things that's not here that I wanted to share is, if you're logged in as a Rewards Plus customer, a customer who's buying a license for $7 a month, you won't see any of that. All you'll see right here, it'll say cash rebate, and it'll give you a number of whatever, $10. So I know if I buy this, I get $10 cash back. So it's super clear. Anyone that's logged in, you know exactly the cashback number that you're going to get on the customer rewards side of it. Craig, over to you.
Yeah, look, I think I always look at technology as a whole, and it's just moving at rapid rates. And, you know, we've been on a journey now for, you know, probably 9 months prior to Shopley 1.0. And, you know, if you take, you know, I think metaphorically speaking, the first iPhone of, you know, Apple 1.0 was a very big phone that could probably call and text people. And, you know, now iPhone 16 has a better camera than an SLR sort of, you know, $2,000 camera. And it's, you know, slick and small and got all sorts of different gadgets. You know, we've evolved with innovation. And the X factor that I see with this opportunity in particular is the integration with Shopify. That's the opportunity. That's like the KFC secret herbs and spices. It's the thing that really builds this opportunity into something unique and special. Because, hey, there's 5 million stores on that $200 billion behemoth in 175 markets, and they're doing all the things that they do well, the tech, allowing us to do all the things that we do well, the you know, the sales, marketing, conversions, etc. So the reason I mentioned that when you're out in your pitch, I'm like saying our version 1, we were a custom built model. We were trying to build a tech company as marketers. Then we partnered with the tech company, and now we're marketers, you know. So we've sort of integrated everything. As Nick mentioned, you know, imagine what happens at version, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, you know, this is super special and super exciting. And I see the speed that we can move, the scale that we can move now, the fact that we can have everything in local currency allows us to be proud of what we're presenting. You know, when I presented version 1.0, I presented it and said, this is 1.0. It's not perfect. I know you used to buying stuff in Australian dollars, it's in US dollars, and you had to justify what we were doing in our beta launch. Now we're onto the main stage. So I'm super excited, and it just looks world class.
Pick any company, show me their 1.0, and it was ugly. Guys, Facebook 1.0 was just a way to, it was a dating website for Harvard students. That's it. That's all it was, right? And I'm so just over the moon with where we're at for 3.0. So let's talk about vendors, right? Let's go backwards from October 15th, October 7th, September 15th. How's it going to work for vendors? So how's it going to work for vendors is simple. You're going to have affiliate links that you can refer a vendor directly to a page, and there's going to be a sales video on the page. I want to remind you that we're selling a $1 license with no cost until month 4, no subscription. So there shouldn't be a huge selling process. They're going to watch a video. They're going to connect to Shopify right here. Once they give the approval to connect, their site will sync, and we will pull over their products, their images, their logos, everything. Within minutes, they'll be up and running. So the next page I'm going to show you is kind of pretending that this store has been alive for months. So a vendor is going to see stuff like this: new orders, total revenue, new activity. If for some reason something doesn't connect, it refers them back to us. Total clicks, affiliates who shared the link. Imagine your merchant is going to know how many individual affiliates have shared their link. How cool is that? Like I said, we're going to pull in their products, their pricing. All they got to do is set the commission. Like, guys, we went from the ice ages to like the future and beyond. All of this is just different back end stuff for your vendors, analytics. Like, it's a real business, y'all. It's real technology. It's a real integration. Like, this is big time. We also are dialing in a slide deck. For those of you who really feel like you want to present to 100 different vendors, we're building a slide deck for you. Stace, if you're good, I'm happy to pull that up for a second on the merchant slide deck. But again, how hard do you have to sell a $1 license that has no cost for 90 days? I'm going to have you look at it, if you can, in the tiles. But we purposely, gang, have not released the merchant or vendor videos or the slides because we're not ready for them yet. So as you guys see here, here's a presentation. You can zoom in if you want. Or actually, you guys can zoom in on your you can zoom on your Zoom as well. But you've got, what are the merchant's issues? What is the solution? What's your cost of acquisition? What, how are we priced? All of it's already built. We've been sitting on this. It's just not time for us to release it. So I don't want any of you guys operating out of the fear of, is this ready? Guys, this is ready. Like, it's freaking ready. So let's move to September 3rd. September 3rd is tomorrow. September 3rd is day one for all of our guests, our people of influence, to upgrade to Influencer or Influencer Pro. So Stace, I think just to mix it up, and since you've got the website, I'm gonna let you take the lead here, and I'm gonna have you walk through how an existing guest will log in and upgrade. Let me kick it to you.
All right, guys, let me share kind of my screen with you. So if you have gone through the process and you have registered already, you hopefully have also logged into your back office as well. So you should be familiar with at least what this looks like. If you haven't, that's okay. You would be doing this process live like I'm showing you right now. So there's going to be some screens I can't show you, but what you're essentially going to do is go to go.shoply.com. You're going to click on this orange button on the top left for login.
Pause, Stacy. Pause.
Yeah.
They're going to go to their own website. Go.shoply.com/ their own site they set up.
They don't have to. When they log in, if they type in their username and their password or their email and their
I'm just going to
password.
be over here and I'm going to shut up, but
But yeah, you could go to either one, either
Okay.
your specific domain. It'll say at the top, welcome to, or Nick Sarnicola or Stacy Vasilovich, whatever it says at the top. If you don't do that, you can still also log in here. And then you're just going to go into the, you'll utilize your username and your password that you signed up with. So if for some reason you don't have that, you can go to forgot password and it'll send you a code. You'll type in the code to your email address, and pick a new password, and then you'll be able to log in. So if you have problems for some reason, that's the way to recover that information. Once you do that and you log in, it'll take you to a screen that you've never seen before. So if you have logged in previously, the screen that you have seen before with like step 1 through 6, it was Nick's videos, then this some of the different widgets and things below that, it was a place to change your username, all that kind of stuff. That will now be replaced with the enrollment page. So if you are familiar with that, just know that it's evolving to this now. So when you first get there, if you've never watched anything and this is your first time, when you instruct somebody, they need to watch the top video for sure. That's going to give them kind of the nuts and bolts of what do they need to do, where should they be clicking, what are they looking for, and that will be the first stop. So they definitely need to watch that. If they are already in like ready to go, they've watched the snapshots before, they can skip this second video because this is just the snapshots that are available on the Shoply Hub. They're here in case someone is brand new and they have not seen those yet. Tell them they would then go and watch those videos as well if they have not done that prior. If they'd like to skip, they can go right to enroll now. It'll just take them down further into this page and it'll show them all of the different affiliate promoter packs, all the different or promoter licenses that are available. Of note, the top 2 are the only ones that actually are enrollable at this time, but we do have them listed because this is what will show up at a later date. So when they go here, if they hit this enroll now button, this top one should open automatically. And so when they click that, this will be available right here. This video here is just going to be a short little placeholder video that just reminds them of what they're looking at. This is Influencer Pro, reminder that with this you get these short things, and that will just go on loop for them. Eventually, this might be replaced with more in-depth.
To go full screen on this or zoom in because it's
Is it? I can just go wider and make it bigger.
yes.
It just kind of distorts a little bit because this is the
I got you.
dev
I got you.
version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's okay. You guys can imagine this is the dev version, so that's why it's a little bit buggy. But this will get bigger. This all expands, and as you can see, if you're on the desktop version.
Okay. So guys, Stacy talked about what to do mainly with if someone. I want to talk about you. You're here tonight as a guest. What do you need to do? You need to log in and upgrade.
Mhm.
And just remember, if you want access to every incentive and every opportunity and the ability to do everything inside the ecosystem, you need to be an Influencer Pro. If you go influencer, you cannot at any time enroll a merchant or a store onto the marketplace. Only Influencer Pros can do that. So tomorrow is day one. You got to get your Influencer Pro upgraded and get it handled so that you can move forward and find your 3 to 5 as quickly as you can. So Stacy, if I understand this correctly, they're going to go to go.shoply.com. They're going to log in. They're going to go, they can watch the first video.
Mhm.
Then they're going to click on Influencer Pro and they're going to upgrade. Is that a correct recap?
Yep, you hit buy license right here, and then it'll take you to the information that you have to enter in. Oh, it's not taking me there. The information you'll need to enter in to purchase the license. It's kicked me out.
Okay, so shop cart. Okay, now,
Correct.
guys, if no, go ahead and pull that back up.
Oh, give me one. I got to go back to it. It kicked me out really quick.
No problem. So on October 7th, we will open up the other licenses for affiliate and affiliate manager. So those licenses will not be available, which tells you that right now we're only looking to enroll new influencer pro team builders, right? I'm getting a lot of questions of stuff we've talked about a lot over the last few months. If you're already bought an influencer pro, you're already upgraded. You're good. So if you're already bought a license in the past, you're good to go. No stress, no worry. Now, if you've bought a license in the past, what's going to happen is when you log in, it's going to take you to your new back office. So again, if you already have your license purchased from 2.0, you're a pioneer, it's going to take you to your new back office. I also want to state you cannot get to your new back office through Shoply.com, not until October 15th. So the only way to your new back office is going to be through go.shoply.com. So for those of you guys that already have a license, you're going to log in and it's going to jump you into a new back office. And I want to introduce you guys to somebody that's near and dear to my heart. He's been here since day one. He works relentlessly, team player, smart, bilingual, handsome, single. Wait, sorry, wrong Zoom. But guys, just a great human being. He's a dad of two. I love working with this man because him and I are so opposite that he always sees what I don't see. He always points out what I'm missing. He always leads with, Nick, if you do that, here's what's going to go wrong. And I can't express enough how important that is to have somebody in your exec team that's not afraid to do that all the time. So I love working with you, Jorge. Let me kick it to you to show everybody what you've been working on behind the scenes.
Thank you very much, Nick. And guys, it is an honor for me to be working with such an amazing team, so professional. What you're seeing here has been thought through really well, especially with a big vision. And I commend Nick for that. What you're going to see here is what happens when you are already an Influencer Pro, or maybe right after you upgraded to Influencer Pro or Influencer. You will find this back office now. All the enrollment page that you saw is going to be gone. You are already upgraded. Now, what you will see here, and I asked the developer team to please don't push any deployments right now because we have a meeting and right now they're working like this, deploying stuff. So you can see that you will have a personalized back office for Influencer Pro. And what I think the name of the game here is transparency. And it's what Nick said at the beginning, this is a business, well, treat it as a business. And now we are going to see right in front of you, what are your stats for PQV, for organizational volume, rewards, plus members, which are the requirements that you have. You'll have another widget here for your subscription status, a video that is going to be giving you weekly, maybe monthly, maybe some updates about what is coming, some guidance, etc. So this is a source of communication with the different influencers, Influencer Pros, and different videos for other maybe Rewards Plus, etc. You will also find, I just want to highlight this really cool widget, and please use your imagination. I'm going to have to jump to other mockup or render that has data. Obviously, all of this that I'm showing you has no data yet because Shoply 3.0 is starting tomorrow with data that you will build up to in order to populate and light up like a Christmas tree. But imagine this map here. And every time that you have new customers, new Influencer Pro, new affiliates, new rewards, etc., they will be pointed here on a pin on the different countries. When you click on the country, you will be able to click over here and see more intel or more information about the people that are actually doing or buying products in this country. You can see all of that. You can export that into a CSV file or Excel for all those Excel fans like myself. If you want to
have a question from the field here. What happens if we sign up a penguin in Antarctica? That was the question that just came in. I see on your global network there, penguins.
We had to ban penguins. We had to ban penguins because there is a new rule on the penguins. No, they cannot join penguins for now, but maybe Shoply 4.0 may.
Yeah. Everybody wants every country open. They want everything open. So they're very aggressive.
Everywhere. Now, let me just jump over here to show this one I like a lot, because sometimes we forget that this is like one of those fans that the ladies used to use, to throw air at them. The more panels, the more sources you open, the more air your business will blow, the more will work. So sometimes we're just focusing on Influencer Pros maybe. Okay, yeah, but keep in mind that also your influencers, your affiliates, your Rewards Plus, all of your rewards members, your affiliate managers are also part of that fan that you can keep opening and opening and opening more and more to make your business more productive, to blow more air to you. And if that analogy works, here is going to be in front of you. What is your business, or how is your business doing in terms of the growth? Where are you focusing more? What can you develop more? Now, this area over here has a drop-down menu to look at your trends. What is my trend current month compared to 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago? Let me just shift to this one, which has a little bit more colors. Yeah, this is a render. But in this case, you can choose which one of these areas you want to take a look at and see how you're doing and trending, and see where you can maybe reinforce your activities. Go to the D3, the G1, the influencer that you're working with your team, your leader, and see how you can continue to grow each one of these. Obviously, you will have, and I don't know if we've talked already about this, the GoPro and Max Pro promotions, which is going to start for all members on September 3rd, and other stuff. Here, your payout overview, how is it growing in front of your eyes this month, this quarter, last quarter, year to date, and you can continue to see your progress, order history, etc., etc. Let me go back to this over here. I hope, and now on the left side menu or on the burger menu on your phone, you'll find areas for reports, for commissions details. Everything is transparently shown to you. Transfer to your e-wallet every time that you have a commission. Just transfer it there, right there. Performance. What kind of bonus are you qualifying already for? What is your status to reach the next one, etc. Organization. Here's where you will find your tree, your waiting room, etc., etc. Subscription. Here's where you can. And there's a question: if I'm an influencer, can I upgrade to Influencer Pro? Yeah. Just come here. Subscription, and change your subscription.
So
And
guys,
that's it.
if you've been wondering what we've been doing the last few months, if you're part of 2.0, I mean, this is what happens when you let a tech guy out of the cave onto a Zoom. He's got 47 clicks of what this guy has built just on the dashboard, let alone everything else we've been working on. So, Jorge, final thoughts from you on anything. Forget about back office, just anything we've been working on. Final thoughts from you on all of your efforts and everything you've been leaning into.
Well, I think Nick is a really a beautiful effort, and I want to appreciate or show my appreciation to all of our pioneers, because you guys really laid the foundation for this to get to the next level. This is a real evolution. This is not just we're throwing in a couple more features. The whole business model evolved into a whole different dimension. And now we're talking about 4D chess instead of snakes and ladders, if that works as an analogy. Now we're talking about, and you guys don't know all the other phases that Nick has shown us for Shoply 3, 4, 5 that are just super exciting. So I'm just going to end up there. Thank you for the opportunity, Nick, and very
Thank you
happy.
for everything you do, seriously, and I hope everybody truly appreciates it. I'm going to ask everybody in the Q&A, out of everything we just demoed to you, and we're not even done, guys. This is like, we can't show you everything. This is just the beginning. Out of everything we just demoed for you, what are you most excited about, or what kind of like gets you fired up? And I'm going to ask that same question back to the panel. Panel, take it.
Well, look, I think the dashboard just really shone. Like when you're building a business, you want feedback, you want reports, you want data, you want ease, you want, just looking at one screen and can analyze what's going on quickly. I think if you're trying to bring on business people and you want to present the full offering of what we have, and you showcase the look and feel of the marketplace with the features and functionalities of the big business opportunities, with the management tools of the platform and the reach and the global scale and the timing. The timing of launch is a buzzword for people. So I think if you're thinking about building a big business now, we sort of have everything end to end. And as you mentioned at the start, it's evolving because we're a tech company. This isn't set and forget. It's not, here's our website, here's our products. We've got our product team working on a new product. We should launch that in 12 months time. We've talked in leadership meetings about what 3.5 looks like and what 4.0 looks like. So I'm excited about probably everything, but the dashboard was pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah. I would say, oh, sorry. I would say that, we can't always control what happens when you launch something, right? You don't always have the vision of where you're going. But I would be very afraid to be involved in a company that doesn't have the ability to make and to evolve. And what you've seen is a huge evolution from where we started to where we're at now in just a year. And a company that has enough humility to then say we have to redo the incentive plan, we have to redo the marketplace, we're redoing the vendor, we're attaching ourselves to a new tech partner that's going to be built on the rails of what they've already done. That's a company that sees where they're going and knows that they need either help to get there, a revamp to get there, or an evolution to get there. And that's what you're seeing is a group of founders that have a vision of where we need to go, how we need to get there, and they're not afraid to make the decisions to do that. And that's a company that's going to win in the long run. It's not about the short run. It's not about these short little steps. It's about where they're going and are they going to be able to execute that vision. And what I have seen in these last 12 months with the evolution and the change and the things that have been brought forward is a group of people that see that vision and are going to make good on those promises. And that for me is the biggest affirmation, not all the little things, although those are super exciting. It's that feeling of that confidence in knowing what we're doing is the right thing in the right place.
We've been on a bit of a journey to date, and we've got to game time. And game time is, launch time. And for me, I'm looking at this as 3 opportunities to launch your own business. Opportunity 1 is for the entrepreneurial, big thinking, big visionary, hardworking networkers that want to make 7 figures a year in business. There's an opportunity here to launch your business for that now. Opportunity number 2, as a launch, is to build a business, create the real estate on a platform where we have a captive audience of 5 million stores in 175 markets that are already there making sales, and we can add value to those businesses through our platform. Opportunity number 3, or launch number 3, is to the masses. And this is where I see the real big opportunity, because this industry is always, I've never gone to my market in the industry just finding customers. I've only ever found people that want to build a business and be a customer in their own business. This is a business for the masses. When we roll out customer rewards programs, we know that works. Rakuten works. It's an $11 billion company. Amex works. People spend $300 a year on their cashback rewards for a reason, because they want their flyer points, they want their discounts, they want their bonuses. We know that model works. This is a model for the masses. So we've got 175 markets, collectively reaches out to 7 billion people. We've got the ability to invite 5 million stores to populate our platform. So the question really is, how much real estate do you really want in this opportunity? Influencer Pro allows you to play in all the different business opportunities. And for me, I'm taking it step by step. The influencers, the big hitters, the big visionaries first in stage 1, and then stage 2, then stage 3. And Max Pro, looking forward to what my Max Pro 12-week rewards happens in January 2026. That's what I'm excited about.